Good day, everyone. I am April J. Miranda, and I am going to continue the report of Mr. Christian Almasa, which talks about the skills and knowledge required for one to be multiculturally literate. So let's continue. The next one is be willing to compromise. Any significant interaction with someone from different culture is governed by the principle of he or she wants something and I want something. Be ready and willing to compromise between your needs and those of your partner. If you compromise with someone, you reach an agreement with them in which you both give up something that you originally wanted. It is also a situation in which people accept something slightly different from what they really want because of circumstances or because they are considering the wishes of other people. Next is accept that there are limits. At some point, one or both cultures will be unwilling or unable to adjust their wants for the sake of the other any further. Accepting your limitations, though, means that you need to ask for help, which presents you with the opportunity to learn something new. When we can come to accept our limitations, we will learn to let go of our limitations and we will begin to find and concentrate on our strengths instead. In letting go of who we think we need to be, we allow ourselves to embrace who we truly are. For example, if you have an injury or you're not that fit and you want to feel free in your body and then move within your body's limits, keep doing that every day and, as if by some magic, you'll actually become freer. So you need to learn and accept your limitations. Let's proceed now to the new topic, which talks about principles of multicultural pedagogy. Learning different cultures will allowing you to be more open, accepting, and tolerant of other people. Understanding different culture is more than having an appreciation of our differences, but paving the way a new world where we all stand together. As a future educator, you need to know the cultures and also the beliefs of your student. Not just your student, but also your co-workers and other people around you. Because you're not just encounter one person, but you will encounter different people in the future. There are some ways in learning a culture. Number one is learn the language. If you are assigned in other place far away from your home and have different language to speak, you need to learn their language for you to understand each other. Number two is get festive for the holidays. You should know the dates, or not totally the dates, but the kind of holidays they are celebrating. Number three is you should try also their foods. Number four, don't be scared in asking some questions. And number five, try to visit a museum. Number six, listen to local music. And last is keep an open-minded. Next is familiarize yourself with how discrimination and prejudice appear in your own culture. We often notice a person's cultural background through their language, religion, race, and ethnicity, and how it expressed through things like art, music, food, or literature. Other groups of people can have different aspects of their identity in common. For example, it could be their gender, age, sexual preference, physical abilities, or social status. Just like the example in the text, when someone you just met says he or she is from Mindanao, others might think that she or he is a rebel or a Muslim. They will always think that way because they only know that Mindanao was more on war and there are lots of Muslims living there. They already discriminate a thing that at first place they don't know the story behind it. Next is as you are will you behave. Means how you behave is what you are. We all have an image of ourselves, perhaps several. For example, we may have one image of ourselves for how we are at school and another for our life as a family person. It doesn't really matter what you think of yourself because self-image is a private thing. If you fail to live up to what you aspire to be, at least you are headed in the right direction. If your self-image grossly underestimates you and makes you feel bad, it can be troubling. But it's still only a matter for yourself. It might help to think about self image as what we do in a given situation. If you act politely, you are polite. Dito with respectful behavior, cruelty, enthusiasm, and punctuality, it is a list of limitless. In short, how we act is what we are in that moment. And last, model more, tell more. Being a role model is one of the best things you can do as an educator to make your students inspired and motivated. As a future educator, our job is to prepare the students to continue their studies to enter the job market by providing knowledge. It also educates the students in soft skills such as listening and time management, hard skills such as technical knowledge. That's all for my report. Thank you for listening and God bless.